Second question from D Reapy 4151. Hey Echo, may I ask you why you quit DS and go to Patley? So I may have mentioned this briefly. I started out as a Demon Slayer, came back, quit, came back, quit, came back. Demon Slayer, when Fifth Job came out. So that was summer of July 2021 was when Fifth Job came out. So I probably came in like in August, September, back to Demon Slayer. And I loved it. Had a great time. Wailed out. Top DPS in the guild. Demon Slayers were fun. They were strong. I was doing hard Magnus solos on it. They had iframes. They had a stun. They have good DPS. They're just flashy. They look awesome. They fly. They have self heals. They have passive heals. They were a great class. Then I had alt Pally. And when we started doing Arc, the Paladin, like my Demon Slayer was our first Arc clear, which was I think like February 2021. 2022. February 2022. My Demon Slayer was DPS number 1, my Pally was rank number 9. Right? But Pally was just straight there for threaten, for support, towers, res, things like that. It, wasn't doing any damage. And I just felt like Paladin was way more irreplaceable. The meta obviously has changed, but not really. Right? Fair trade has made it acceptable not to have a Paladins, but the Paladin DPS is much better now. Back then, when I made the reroll, fully mained Paladin, it was one because I just saw that the Paladins were always going to be irreplaceable. We didn't have many in the server in general that were high-end bossers. And so I just knew that, having a good Paladin is like having a good bishop, right? If you have a good bishop that can support and DPS, you're just a step ahead, or you just have a higher chance of clearing and doing better and, clearing content faster because of that. Our arc teams were some of the best. We didn't have the best DPSs, but I remember our arc times were so fast compared to other classes because our bishop was really good and our Paladin was very good. And the DPSs kind of were wash, and they made the difference. So, and then obviously Paladin changes made it that much easier, remaster, things like that, the echo changes, divine echo changes. But at the time I didn't know about that. I just saw Paladins kind of being needed for everything, and the Demon Slayer DPS being replaceable. There's a lot of DPS. Paladins were hard to come by. And so that was an easy decision for me. And plus, Paladin's solo content was a lot smoother, fit my playstyle better, which is usually the number one thing that I tell people when it comes to choosing a class or rerolling. The playstyle has to fit, right? And I just loved their up jump, which was just like a very responsive one button tap, not a double jump or a fly like a Demon Slayer. I just wasn't very good at that on my phone. So I like just being able to react quicker to like up jump, like a hard Magnus spin, for example, at the time. Up jump was just nice. The dash was nice, much smoother. The class was flashy, obviously. Threaten was huge for like hard Magnus and covert and Mulong and things like that. Solo content, which I love to do. And it was, it was just a never looking back, to be honest. And it's funny because I'm one of those people that love to re-roll. Like I played Shadow War, I played Dual Blade, I love playing alts. I like, trying out new things. And came back to Demon Slayer. I had Demon Slayer, I had like a Wild Hunter, I had a Paladin. I was playing all kinds of classes, right? In 2022, I was playing Phantom, Shades, Wind Archers, doing hard Magnus carries, and I loved that. But I kept sticking to Paladins, the main. Never looked back. No regrets. Nothing against Demon Slayer. I think Demon Slayer is awesome and fun, and I just saw a team clear Damien with 2 Demon Slayers on it. Huge props to them, and shout out to the Demon Slayer class that people are still repping it. When everyone rerolled to Paladins, I think they're a great class. I just personally prefer Paladins at the time, and I prefer it now. I just love it. No regrets. So that was a great question, kind of a little nostalgia throwback to story time, Paladin life. But yeah. And then